This week's What's New segment is brought to you by TuneX of South Jordan and West Valley. More than just tune-ups, we're off-road.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I am Curt Miles with Slick Rock Productions, and this is Jake Anderson. So we had a great opportunity to come down to Sand Hollow for Honda with At Your Leisure and check out the new release of the new Talons. We got an X and an R. We were able to go out, spend some time out there today. We did some dune riding, we did some rallying, we did some rock crawling, and today we're going to focus specifically on the R. So the R is set up with a little bigger stance. It's got longer trailing arms on it. It's got 2.5 Fox shocks on it. It's set up a little bit more like a dune car, a little bit more like a trophy truck. And the things I really liked about this car, the things that stood out to me, is the steering is really responsive.
Right.
It holds a turn really well. You can really predict the car. When you're going through jounce and rebound, you're coming off the whoops, it just translates through the car really well. It's just a nimble car. The brakes are phenomenal on it. You can really dive into a turn and have some control. The differential setup, this is a really unique differential that Honda's come up with. And so if you have a wheel that slows down, it actually stops that wheel in motion and transfers power. So if you're rock crawling and you got a wheel come off the ground, instead of having a free wheel spin where it's coming down hard and getting into an axle and doing some damage, the computer senses that and stops it. And so it's got actual wheel speed sensors, which is new to this industry, which is a really cool revolutionary design that I like. The cockpit felt really good.
Right,
Didn't get jounced around. I mean, it's just got a really good fit and finish inside of it. There's two platforms on the passenger side, so both of your feet can stay stationary, so you can put a little weight up against the back of the seat if you're in some rugged terrain, and that's a good feeling.
It is. It's nice to have that 4 points of contact as you're sitting as a passenger.
Right, right. And in most machines, I haven't been in a machine that's done that before, and it just has a different feel for a passenger. And you guys know if your partner that's riding with you is enjoying the ride, you're going to be out riding longer, and I like that.
So true.
Oh, the car itself is a phenomenal piece. I'm really impressed with it. We were really excited when this came out. The only drawback I found to it, it feels a little bit underpowered, but it also has something that makes up for that. Let's talk about the transmission. The transmission in this it has an automatic mode like any other vehicle does, but you can manually shift it, so you can utilize all the horsepower in the vehicle. So although I personally feel like it's a little bit underpowered, you can really maximize your RPM level when you're climbing and when you're playing around with that transmission. Right. And I think that's a really cool thing in this car. And I believe there's going to be a good marketplace for this.
Of course, they're Hondas.
So it's a Honda. And we all know what Honda is known for: reliability, dependability. We know they make a good product. We're excited to see how the aftermarket world picks up on this. That's what we do. Slick Rock Productions builds cars. We do a lot of aftermarket parts. We have a lot of companies out there we do business with. And if the aftermarket world grabs onto this, it is going to be a fun game changer for sure.
This is Curt. I'm Jake with Slick Rock Productions, and we'll be right back with more from At Your Leisure.